Elaine Crowley's journey as an ambassador for Breast Cancer Ireland is a story of fate intertwined with the love and legacy of a very special angel, her late friend, Emma Hannigan. The Ireland Am presenter recalls the moment that set everything in motion. It was several years ago when Emma, a celebrated author, called her with a heartfelt request. The event was a charity gala called Strictly Against Breast Cancer, aimed at raising funds for Breast Cancer Ireland. Half asleep yet enthusiastic, Elaine readily agreed to participate. "Sure, I'll do that," she responded, not fully aware of how pivotal this moment would be. Her involvement not only helped raise significant funds for breast cancer research, but also brought immense joy to the evening, culminating in her surprising second-place finish in the dance competition. Reflecting on that transformative night, Elaine feels immense gratitude. It was more than just a fundraiser, it was the beginning of a profound connection with the charity and the remarkable women behind it. "I made some great friends, and they asked me to be an ambassador for them. And I have been involved with the charity ever since," she shares, emphasizing the lasting impact of her relationship with Emma and the friends she met through Breast Cancer Ireland. Tragically, Elaine lost her dear friend Emma to breast cancer at the young age of 45. "It was a cruel blow, but I will keep being involved with BCI and fundraising in her memory," Elaine vows. She cherishes the friendships formed through the charity and remains steadfast in her commitment to honoring Emma's legacy. Emma was passionate about raising money for crucial research into breast cancer, motivated by the hope that her efforts could help save other women from the disease that ultimately claimed her life. Elaine's involvement with Breast Cancer Ireland has allowed her to witness firsthand the remarkable strides made in research and treatment. "Since I've been involved with BCI, the leaps and bounds they have made with research are amazing, and it looks like it could be a curable disease in my lifetime, which I never would have thought before," she expresses with hope. Despite not having a direct family history of breast cancer, Elaine remains vigilant about her health, aware of the importance of early detection and regular checkups. With a few health concerns of her own, Elaine gets blood tests every 6 months to ensure everything is in check and prioritizes self-exams. "I check my breasts regularly in the shower," she explains. "I try to do it at the same time every month and familiarize myself with what they look and feel like, checking for any lumps or changes in color and skin texture." She draws motivation from her close friend Teresa Costello, a breast cancer survivor who continues to advocate for awareness and earlier screening. Teresa was in her 30s when she was diagnosed, Elaine highlights, reinforcing the urgency of understanding that breast cancer can affect younger women. Elaine's heart has endured a multitude of losses over the years, each one more painful than the last. At just 23, she lost her father to liposarcoma, a rare and incurable cancer. Then, in 2021, her mother succumbed to lung cancer, leaving a profound void in Elaine's life. The tragedy continued when her beloved nephew, Olton, was taken by a rare cancer at just 11 years old. "My little nephew had a rare form of cancer and only survived 4 months from diagnosis, so it's been a rough time," she admits, her voice trembling with emotion. "I'm sick of losing people I love to this disease, but with breast cancer, it is treatable. It has been a rough few years, but I am still standing, barely, but still standing, so I try and do whatever I can. It's not much." Elaine took a step back earlier this year to process the overwhelming grief that had engulfed her life. "Everyone has loss in their lives in some way, shape, or form," she acknowledges. "I was helping to take care of my mother when she was dying. That was through COVID and was very difficult because the utter terror of her getting COVID on top of cancer was pretty horrific. The pain of losing her mother was compounded by the heartbreaking news of Olton's diagnosis just a year later. All I can do now is try to find any shred of happiness I can when I see it, and I suppose be grateful for what I have." Elaine speaks of feeling the presence of Emma and Olton around her, drawing strength from their memory. "You should not take being here for granted because it could be taken from you at any minute," she reflects. "Grief sharpens your appreciation of life, and I think it puts in sharp focus what's important and what isn't. After every loss I've had, I have felt life is for living, but there's something now that is very immediate." The rapid progression of Olton's illness shocked Elaine and her family, prompting them to fill every moment with joy and love. "We always had hope for a miracle, but we knew our time with him was limited," she explains. So every moment in that child's life had to be filled with joy. If you weren't able to be joyous around him, you weren't going to be around him, and so we packed it full of as much fun and adventure and love as possible. That's all we could do. In the face of such overwhelming sorrow, Elaine chooses to seek joy in the little things. "It's the little things that do it for me," she asserts. "I write down what I'm grateful for in the morning, and I think that really sharpens our focus. It can be something simple." Earlier this year, she participated in a wellness course aimed at rewiring the brain to foster positivity. "I'm fascinated at the way you can expand your neuroplasticity and change old habits," she says. "It's too easy to feed into the negative all the time, so I prompt myself to feed into the positive. Elaine's daily practice involves writing down a few things she is grateful for each morning, which she finds profoundly transformative. It just snaps something in the brain, and it has actually been proven to improve your brain health and your happiness. It works, she affirms. That's what I do, practical. Everyday actions that anyone can take, because even if they are struggling, they will always find one thing, even in the bleakest of times. Following Alton's passing, Elaine grappled with deep heartache, struggling to see a point in anything. It was like a wall of pain, and it is very hard, but you have to go on for those people around you who love you, and you love them. This newfound appreciation for love and connection has changed her perspective. Elaine and her sister Kathy have started signing off every phone call with love these days. She no longer sweats the small stuff. Love has become her guiding principle. That's all we have to hold on to, and as long as you have something or someone in your life to love, grasp it with both hands, she advises. Elaine is committed to raising awareness for Breast Cancer Ireland and ensuring that every woman undergoing treatment knows they are not alone. I'm doing a fundraising lunch for Breast Cancer Ireland in December, and we do that every year to celebrate where we've been and where we're going in terms of research, she reveals. This event provides an opportunity to connect with survivors and those currently in treatment, highlighting the remarkable women who have kept their journeys private. There are a lot of remarkable women out there that have kept quiet about their breast cancer journey, Elaine notes. But you know that there's always some group there, so somebody that they can talk to. That's important for people to know, as sometimes that's all anyone needs, someone who understands what you're going through. Elaine recently participated in the Great Pink Run for BCI, which she describes as an event filled with joy, bringing together women of all ages to celebrate life and remember loved ones lost. In her home, she has created a special window dedicated to the memories of Emma, Oltan, and her family. It's like a little shrine, for want of a better word, she explains, describing the pictures, candles, and little mementos that remind her of both her losses and her enduring love. Looking at that every day reminds me of not only what I've lost, but what I still have. She also enjoys spreading kindness through random acts of generosity, believing in the power of uplifting others. I'll send people random gifts. I think there's something nice about doing random acts of kindness, she says with a smile, although she admits to being a bit of a procrastinator. I have a jumper that a viewer admired on me, and I've had it in a parcel ready to post since last April, she chuckles, promising to send it soon. Elaine carries forward the sparkle and joy that Emma embodied, as well as the vibrant spirit of Oltan. Emma was just full of sparkles and joy. Oltan was a hilarious character. It would be a disservice to their memory not to try and find some joy in my life and appreciate what I have. Through her work with Breast Cancer Ireland, her reflections on loss and love, and her unwavering spirit, Elaine Crowley exemplifies resilience and the transformative power of hope.